everybody, and welcome back to my channel. Today's going to be a what sold video for the week of, well, July 31st through August 6th. Just kind of looking at the numbers, it wasn't the greatest week. I was hoping kind of for it to pick up a little bit since August has begun. So fingers crossed that next week we get a little bit more traction. So let's get into it.
So we'll just start with Mercari. The gross sales were $97. My total profit over there was $81, and that was with 5 items sold. Poshmark, only 11 items sold, which that seems quite off base than what I normally have. Like the week before it was, 14, and the week before that was 16. And let's see, so it was a total gross sales of $243 after fees. My profit was $191.95. And on eBay, we did a little bit better. We had a pretty big sale over there. Gross sales were $209.13 after all the fees. My profit was $151.62 with an average sale price of $52.28. There weren't any sales on Depop, and total for the week is $549.13 after all the shipping fees and platform fees. And my cost of goods, which I always use my average cost of goods, which is like around $305. My total profit for the week was $424.57 with an average sale price of $21.23. And like I said earlier, 20 items were sold. I'm not sure if this week it just felt like it was an absolutely horrible week, even though the numbers aren't too far off, because I actually did end up making a little bit more in profit than those. Yeah, I guess it was just kind of a weird week. It felt like I didn't have any sales. So, like I said, maybe August is picking up. Let's take a look at the sales that I did have. So starting with Poshmark, I sold Yogalicious black wide leg lounge pants in a size medium. These were new with tags. These came out of a Quick Lot mystery box, and I'd say those sold probably within about a month and a half. A pair of Athleta, they were camo fleece line joggers. I took an offer for $29 because I was taking offers for anything I could this week because it felt like I just was not getting any traction anywhere. So I probably could have held out till fall and probably gotten a little more for those, since Athleta right now, the only thing I am picking up from that brand is wide leg pants, joggers, any plus size, definitely staying away from any leggings or just plain t-shirts or tank tops. Then a pair of Anne Klein blue metallic flat slip-ons. This is a brand that I think a lot of people don't think too much about, but I have sold every pair of Anne Klein shoes that I've ever had. They normally are these ballet slipper type. And here's another pair that sold for $20. This was a really pretty coral color. These probably sold within 3 months of listing. And then a pair of Calvin Klein pull-on black pants. They had a pinstripe to them. This I took an offer. These I would not have bought myself. This is something that I got in a flip lot. So then we had a pair of Adidas high top sneakers. These I picked up at a local thrift store. I think I paid $3 was the average cost on that. Sold for $25, and this sold within probably 2 months of listing. These I've had probably 3.5 years. I took an offer on these. I've sent so many offers on these. I've relisted these probably, I couldn't even tell you how many times. And they're finally gone. I'm excited that they're gone. They were kind of like a velvet textured, I don't even know what kind of heel you want to call that, not even a block heel, but this is definitely like a 2010s probably style, so I was happy that those went. This is a Cleo Bella top. I took an offer for $28. This is an item that I think I had seen a comp for about $50, and that's the reason I picked this up. And I was holding strong to that for quite a while, and finally I just decided I need to move things out, and I took the offer for $28. This is a pair of AG jeans. They were white and they did have a small flaw. They did have some marks on the back of the leg. I do believe that was just from storage being at the thrift store. Somebody sent me an offer for 45. I took it immediately because we are soon going to be out of people wearing white. So that is why I took that. This was something else I've had for a long time. This is I believe it's Sierra. It's just a white shoulder pad top. Um, yeah, this came in a quick lot box. I definitely wouldn't have bought this myself, so I took the $10 offer. It's a pair of cool pants, and they were size 10 short. Picked these up probably only 3 weeks ago, so these sold pretty quick. I'm definitely being a little bit more picky on cool pants or cool shorts. I don't normally pick up tops. It just seems that the amount that you're getting for them has definitely dropped in the past year or so. So still a good brand, but definitely something to look at the comps and how much you're paying for it. Then there was this kimono romper. This came in a quick lot box. $10. I've had these for a while. Took an offer. This might have been a closet clear out yesterday. I think I dropped the price pretty high or pretty low. Took that offer. Then a Mercari. This was a vintage Chicago Bulls hat. This I think sold within a month for $20. I definitely okay with hats moving for around 20. I do have a lot right now. My average price I would say that I get for hats, depending on the team or brand and the age of the hat, is normally around 15-20. Here was a Tommy Hilfiger, just a Argyle sweater. This I believe I got when I was doing some sourcing on Poshmark. What I normally do is I look for a brand or a certain style and try and find it for cheap on Poshmark, and then to offset the shipping costs, I'll look in that person's closet and see if there's anything else I can add that I know I can maybe get, 10, 15, maybe only $5. And this was one of those items. I thought with Barbie and kind of the preppy style that this would flip pretty fast. And here's another vintage black leather hat. This I thought would have maybe went for more, but I've had it for probably 6 months, so I was okay taking an offer for 18. This I had ready to go in a live show, and somebody bought it for $34, which is great because on my live show I was going to be starting it at 8. So definitely happy this one. It was an extra small White House black market halter dress. I've had this for quite a while, so that was great. And these I've had for a long time too, just a pair of Prana, more of like a skinnier jogger. $13. They did have some wear on the inner thighs. Happy to see that go. And then on eBay, we had, let's see, a J. Jill pink wool cardigan. It was a size small, and I did take an offer for 15. Since the size was a small, that's why I took it. If it would have been a bigger size, I probably would have waited until more of fall or winter, but that's okay. This is a brand that everybody says stay away from. I had heard some people say that their jeans sold well, and I did find a pair at the thrift store for about $2, and I thought, I'm going to take a chance. It was a bigger size, a size 34, and I believe I took an offer for 32, and I think I only had them listed maybe a month and a half, and I did have interest on Poshmark and Mercari, and they ended up selling on eBay. So I guess take information you get from people with a grain of salt, and if you can find something for a cheap enough price to give it a try, go for it, because I would definitely get another pair of these jeans in a bigger size to sell. This was another item that I had ready for a live show, and it didn't sell for 45. I believe this was an offer. I sent them an offer for 35, which completely fine. I've had this for a while. This brand is kind of hit or miss for me. Some of their dresses do well, some I've had and they just sit forever. So I'm not sure if that's like the current style that people are looking for, or if there's just certain prints that are more sought after. I do hear that this does well on ThreadUp though. And this was the last item on eBay. This beautiful pumpkin had been sitting at my parents' house for, I believe, I remember it when I was young, and I'm 35. And I'm pretty sure that this was like my grandma. So I'm guessing this is from probably the 60s, 70s. And this sold in less than 24 hours. I did send an offer for $99.99. And yeah, I mean, definitely always keep your eyes out for vintage decor. Definitely Halloween, Christmas. Obviously, not everything is going to sell, though I guess my rule of thumb is the weirder it looks, the better it normally does. So just always take a peek at eBay and look at the comps and see what you could potentially get for it. Because this had been sitting at my parents' house, like I said, in a box, just sitting there, and it was worth $100. I do have another one I need to list. Has some issues with this paper face in the back, so probably won't go for as much, but if it sells as fast as this one did for even half, I'm totally okay with that.
So looking at the numbers, like I said, I definitely felt like this week was horrible, but I guess it wasn't as bad as I originally had thought. We're going into August, we're going to back to school. I'm hoping that jeans, tennis shoes, maybe some jackets, sweaters, that kind of stuff starts going, because that is normally going to go for a higher cost than summer, that it's shorts, dresses, smaller dresses, skirts, that kind of thing. So fingers crossed that next week we see an even better number. I really would like to have it pick up. Obviously, everybody would. I have a lot of inventory right now. I did try a couple live shows. It has not gone great, but I think part of that is I am doing them during the day. So I'm going to try and do more of like a, I don't know what I would want to call it, not the theme, but more of like just a plus size show or a back to school show, so that it's not so random. I think of items is going to help. And then also probably do them at like 7 or 8 o'clock at night, or maybe during the weekend. I'm not sure, but I'm just not getting the traction I think that I need. And I know everybody says live shows, you just have to keep doing them until you get more followers. But I mean, it is a lot of work to pull everything out of inventory and get them on hangers, get them ready to go. But once it does start working, that will be great, because where I live, I have the option to get a lot of great inventory. I just can't keep buying it if it's not going to sell, because I need more space back in my house. So as of right now, hoping for live sales to pick up, hoping for normal sales to pick up with August coming, or August being here. And yeah, if you enjoyed this video and you want to make sure that you always catch my other ones in the future, I do have a couple thrift hauls that are going to be coming up. Please make sure to like and subscribe. Thank you for hanging out.